Push the button.
I pushed it.
Yay, we are live.
We are live.
Wait till it gets to 10 seconds and then we'll announce ourselves.
Oh, we got some comments coming in. All right. So I see some of you have watched the live stream today. So let me hang on. Let me juggle some stuff here. Thank you for joining us as always. We think we have the audio issue figured out. That's why there's a PC mirror here.
Either that or we've created new audio issues for ourselves.
No, I think we might be good today, but I'll let the audience tell us what they hear.
Hello, Jake Archer. Hello, Megadog. Hello, Bosch. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to
Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man,
the Boys Club. Yeah, so I was in with my secret identity in the Jack live chat today. Yeah, I went up to Cali to get fired from a nepotism job. What was a nepotism job? Was that Chipotle or was that?
No, that was he was working. I don't know. His grandfather got him the job. I forget where it was at, but it was like a manual labor job. I want to say.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very easy to get fired from that. You just don't do the work they tell you to do. That's quite easy to get fired from that. When I was working for a lighting manufacturer, the owner of the company's younger, stoned on pot all the time brother was supposed to get a job in the shipping department. And of course, it was going to be a cover job, and he was just going to get money for showing up. He wouldn't even show up. It's like, dude, all you have to do is show up for like an hour, disappear into the warehouse, come back for lunch, have lunch with the fellas, and disappear again. How are you not getting that? They fired him. Because, like, you can't even follow that. Oh, plus he was an a-hole to everybody else there. Because he was like, oh, I can't get fired. I'm like, no, dude, you could totally get fired. No, I can't. If you break something, I will report it to the owner and you will get fired. So he did.
Jack was very triggered on today's episode, if anyone else was watching out there.
He sure was. Hello, Stets. Hello, Jigma. Welcome aboard.
The usual suspects.
Yeah.
So I found out my burner that I thought was banned from the first Wednesday live chat, only Wednesday live chat, wasn't banned. So I did get in a few jabs, but he mostly ignored me.
Was that Meat Marine?
Meat Marine, yeah.
I love the fact that all of Jack's brain dead boomers, somebody said, Meat Marine, thank you for your service as a joke. And everybody else was like, thank you for your service. Thank you for, it's like, guys, do you not know what Meat Marine means? Like,
no, they're boomers. Gordon Ramsay's reporting it. Oh my God, I lost it. I was laughing so hard I couldn't, I almost pissed myself. It was great. A couple times, actually.
Thank you a lot for that, Jake. We appreciate it.
Jack is wearing thin. Well, he's not thin, but his patience definitely is wearing thin.
Well, let's get into a little bit of our critique of his live chat today. He starts off with saying, guys, it's been 2 years of hell. And I'm like, okay, I get the pandemic thing, but Jack doesn't care about anybody else but himself. So when Jack starts talking about these things like it's been 2 years of hell, you know he's talking about 2 years of hell with Tammy. And through other revelations that we got slowly leaking out today from Jack, like a Wendy's bacon burger dripping on his shirt, these little tidbits dripped out from Jack about, what's going on, because obviously Tammy is now making him go for walks. She's walking the man-child like a Pomeranian. She's like, not only do you have to lose 28 pounds, Jack, I want you to lose 100 pounds by this summer. Promise me you'll lose 100 pounds. She's also making him walk because he said today in the live chat, he was like, yeah, Tammy said we can't take any scooters or scooty puffs or wheelchairs when we go on our vacations this year. We have to walk it.
Yeah, I wrote down a couple notes from the live chat. I did have the Gordon Ramsay's super chat written down. I think it was, you have the palate of a cow's backside. And
yes.
He fucking lost it. Oh my God.
Yeah, the bacon burger definitely triggered him.
Yeah, the bacon burger triggered him. Everybody started pitching in money for taking bathroom breaks. I don't
Yes.
know what the hell that was about, but it was really funny. He's like, you guys don't need to you don't need to ask permission for me to go to the bathroom or whatever. I don't know. It was weird. There was
Well, because
somebody's. Go ahead.
like he uses his mods. Like his mods are fascists. Can we just say that outright? Like I've been in other live stream chats, and his is the only one where like his mods take special pleasure in knocking people out and creating the boys club and like banning people. And I understand Jack pulls a lot of hate, but Jack incites a lot of hate, and he won't take responsibility for that. But like in other people's live chats, especially like when you go live on, with all the other like YouTubers who are just vloggers out there vlogging, they don't, even if people are being idiots, unless you say something really racist, or you're just dropping F-bombs, or you're just filling up the chat with garbage characters, it's very hard to get banned in other people's live chats. With Jack, you get banned almost instantly. I thought I was banned today.
I thought I was banned too. I had to check it on I was watching it on my computer and check it on the TV.
Yeah, exactly, Jake. Don't use all caps. Don't mention citizens. Like, what the hell's a citizens thing? Is that a Robert Heinlein thing? Or are we Starship Troopers?
I tried to go back and like watch that, like, because I was asleep for the last live stream at the beginning and see what the citizens thing was about. I don't even know why that triggered him. Like he was just in a mood or something. But some other notes I wrote from here, from this week's chat was there was a username crumble cookies for real. There was a username Mama Bubbles Cooch. Then there was one Mama Bubbles Hole. There was a lot of chat about crumble cookies this week, which was apparently very triggering. And then I guess he was like, somebody compared it to Chipotle, and like I don't know how. Like I was kind of half paying attention at that point, doing some other stuff, but yeah, there was a lot of crumble cookies talk. Like they were hammering him for that.
Well, because because again, he does these reviews. And I think we were just basically because you couldn't. Well, the reason we got on Crumble Cookie was because we were talking about the Wendy's Bacon Burger, and then they started banning people for talking about Wendy's. So people jumped to Crumble Cookie. It's like, okay, what can we talk about here?
Fun food and family, guys. Fun food and family. Yes. There was also somebody that asked him if he could he could provide a tutorial on scamming free food.
Yes,
I fucking lost it for that too.
Well, as soon as people see that his thin skin is being pierced, then they start jumping on him like hyenas.
Oh yeah, Jake, he did say that. I want everybody to do this. Just take a deep breath. That started about, I don't know, like it was after everybody started pitching in and giving money for the bathroom breaks, like whatever the hell that was. Yeah, women mama bubbles suck ass, but I think we've proven my conspiracy theory that I had, that Mama Bubbles was Tammy, because Tammy was walking back and forth. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but she's not Mama Bubbles. It's somebody else. So that.
Well, I don't know. Walking back and forth is what Mama Bubbles is what Tammy would do to convince you she's not Mama Bubbles, but she probably not.
Is Wim the one that's where did he say, in Amsterdam or something?
Finland or Holland or something like that. He's in Scandinavia.
Okay. What else? Oh, they called him out, or they were asking him about if it's safe to smoke indoors, because he had that grill review that he released, or not grill, the portable smoker review that
smoke portable smoker, which is the dumbest idea possible, even if it works exactly as advertised. Where are you going that you're going to have 3 to 5 hours or more to tend a tiny portable smoker? If you want to have smoked brisket at your tailgate, make it at your house and bring it pre-smoked. Where are you going that you're going to be hauling large amounts of raw meat into the woods? That could attract bears. They can smell the meat.
Wim is Belgian. Megadog says Wim is Belgian, so that makes sense. Fishbosh says Wim is mental.
That's obviously because Wim must send Jack waffles from Belgium. I hear Belgian waffles are delicious.
Nice. So they were calling him out about that. I don't know if it was the real or the fake Okie, but somebody was trying to get him to say "fuck you" because he was talking about pho.
Oh yeah, with my pseudonym in there, I was like fuck you, LOL, ha ha ha. I want to see if he'd say it.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He wasn't falling for that. What else? Oh, somebody asked if he would review Taco Bell, and we came up with another idea for a pink chicken nugget short that we're gonna do, but he's like, I'm not gonna review Taco Bell, and then 2 seconds later he's like, I reviewed Taco Bell. I'm like, well, which one is it? Either you do or you don't. That's really all I have about. At the end.
Yo, hey, mama, good one, Jake.
He said that he's on a 1,000-calorie diet, keto,
bullshit,
no sugar. And he said, and this did happen because I was half awake for the one Wednesday live chat that there was, that his allegedly, I mean, we don't have physical proof of this, but his life coach from Profile by Sanford was in the live chat and vouched for him. I mean, but you see how many burner accounts people have. That could have been anyone. That could have been Tammy in the next room. We don't know. 1,000 calories per meal. Yeah, that's more like it.
Well, yeah, he goes 0 sugar. It's like, idiot. We saw you eat Wendy's bourbon bacon barbecue sauce on that burger. So you can't be 0 because we just watched you eat a couple of grams of sugar with that thing.
Right.
Also, I'm never hungry on Profile. Yeah, he's eating starvation level calorie intake. Yeah, I don't know if anybody here has actually tried to do the 1,000 calories diet. The Lazy Man did an eating program, a medically supervised weight loss program, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, around the time my mom took sick. And I had, it was like 5 small meals, 4 of which were either nutrition shakes or bars. And I'm kind of a weirdo. I kind of like the taste of those things, and I can do a meal replacement. So Pink Chicken can vouch for me here. She sees I still order some of those online just to have them, just to take them as a snack to work.
Yeah, he that's what he has for lunch. Like, he doesn't eat actual solid food for lunch. He has one of those shakes.
Right. So those shakes are typically, shakes and bars are typically 150 to 200 calories. So if you're telling me that Jack is getting by on 3 or 4 shakes or 3 or 4 meals that are comprised of 250 calories or less, bullshit.
Yep. No.
Literally.
He's eating keto.
In the 2 bites. Literally, even if we take him at his word, the 1 bite from the first double bacon burger sandwich, and then the first bite from the replacement sandwich, just so he could get a taste of the bacon. Like, he's never tasted bacon on a burger in his adult life. But let's just take him at his word. Those 2 bites are over 300 calories. I guarantee it.
Why wouldn't he just pick, if he wanted the burger and the bacon so bad, and I mean the sauce too, but the sauce probably has sugar in it and whatever else. Mm-hmm. Like, why wouldn't he just take the bun off if he's like leaning keto or whatever he's saying, whatever he's lying about? Yeah, he's saying that he took 1 bite out of it, and then we're gonna watch that video. We're gonna have to watch that video. Well, we'll get into that, but first, I think we should. Can you
imagine Tammy Jr. Brianna's expression when Jack comes over and she sees that he has a bag of fast food, and she's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm just getting your idiot son to eat better. I'm trying to not have him turn into you with your 500-pound pot belly." And then she opens the bag and realizes that both of the sandwiches he has brought over to them have a bite taken out of them. Yeah, I want to be there for that.
It's weird.
As someone who's grown up in a family, in traumatic family, dysfunctional situations, I kind of have a fetish for watching like these things fall apart. Like, I can only imagine Brianna yelling, and then Jack yelling, and then Jack Jr.'s like, don't yell at Brianna, I told you about this before. And then Tammy jumps on Jack Jr., and Brianna jumps on Tammy, and then Jack jumps on Brianna because she's yelling at Tammy. The shit show that must quickly devolve into, mwah, that must be delicious.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention before we get off of the live stream, if you listen very carefully, if you scrub through the entire live stream and you get to like the last, say, 30 seconds, listen very closely, because as he's scrambling to try to end the live stream on YouTube, Tammy's in the background, like she's in the kitchen or somewhere else, wherever she's been walking back and forth from, and she says, what did she say? It was something like,
this is brutal.
This is getting brutal, she said.
This is getting brutal.
It's getting brutal, something like that. But I can't make out exactly what she's saying because he was so triggered for this episode. I think that she was referring to all of the comments he was reading out loud and answering. Because she was there for all of it this week. She wasn't there in like a couple previous weeks, I think.
You know,
she was out getting her hair done or whatever else.
Well, she was walking through the live chat, and I'm like, I get confused because they wear the same clothing all the time, and the shirt she had on was either the shirt that she wore for the A-Smoke video or the Wendy's video, because you catch glimpses of her in Jack's videos. And all of a sudden, I'm getting really weird, like distorted time travel. I'm like, wait, was this recorded before the Wendy's video or right after? Are they coming back from the Wendy's fiasco? And I'm like, no, that'd be the wrong timeline. Like, it gets very confusing with them because you never know. And Jack is so dishonest about it. Hey, third generation German American, welcome aboard.
In what shit show? The live stream? Probably not. Well, he has like a couple, like obviously the two mods, and I don't know. There's like one or two others that join the live stream with their actual real name, and I think they might be legit, but everybody else seems to have some kind of burner account. Especially
I don't know what it would take. I don't know what it would take, but if he actually does any kind of live promos for his sauce, which is another thing we have to talk about, but if he actually does any kind of like live Jack on the Go meetups or anything like that, we have to go because we really have to see what does Jack's fan base look like? Now, we already saw the guy from A-Smoke, so obviously all of Jack's fans are probably like his best friend Paul, these human fucking potatoes from, the Wall-E movie, riding around on their Scooty Puffs, drinking 1,000-calorie shakes, and just basically being the ugliest of ugly Americans. Like, all like lining up to shop at Walmart on Black Friday and beating their kids and driving oversized vehicles and not giving a fuck about anyone but themselves. And frankly, I want to go to that. I have a nose for trauma. I want to see shit fall apart. I do good in stressful situations. I want to go to the Jack live stream meetup and be like, hey guys, who are you in Jack's chat? Oh, I'm Vim. Hi, Vim.
Wim. It's Wim. Or is the W pronounced like a V, like the Sony Wega TVs were?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know there's a Scandinavian filmmaker named Wim Wenders, and it's spelled Wim Wenders. But yeah, in Scandinavia, typically I don't know if it's Swedish or Norway, but I know in a lot of Scandinavian companies, W's or V's.
I'm waiting because he keeps saying he wants to go to Megadog.
Yeah, hey, Megadog has a great idea. PCTLM road trip to Tennessee. Oh my God. If we could, this is what we would have to do. We'd have to listen to his live chat, and basically we have to pick a restaurant to recommend. We have to pick a restaurant, and everybody has to recommend it in the Tennessee area, and we all plan to visit that weekend. So we could be there when he does his Jack on the Go drive-thru review or when they visit it, and basically surprise him and be like, hey, Jack, welcome to your fan club. Welcome to the boys club, Jack.
He would shit himself. He doxed himself. Yeah, he doxed Tammy too. Didn't he show her inbox that one time on a video?
Oh,
or yeah. her receipt or something with her information on it. But yeah,
guys,
it's easily searchable on the internet. if you look.
Yeah.
You know? And that's a good segue, because guess what happened yesterday morning to us? I'll let you guess, but we'll tell you because you're not going to guess.
So as you guys know, and thank you for joining us here, we publish this only through, we publish our live stream only through YouTube as a platform. And we found out that a lot of guys, it's a lot easier for people to listen to our podcast and engage with us on YouTube than it is with Podbean or any of the other podcasting services, because those are mostly passive. You download a file, you listen to it, you don't engage with it. But we found a lot of good reaction coming from YouTube. So we've been expanding the PCTLM experience. We've been making our YouTube channel a little bit better. We published the archive of all of our seasons of our podcasts. We're now doing pink chicken nuggets, which are little shorts when we come up with whenever Jack does something egregious and we have to respond to it, like the Goodfellas versus the chicken, because I thought that was hysterical.
Yeah.
So we're expanding our YouTube presence, not because we want to be YouTube celebrities, not because we want what Jack wants. Again, we do all of this basically as a stress-relieving pastime.
I'm a media geek. I don't know what happened with my mic just there.
Yeah, exactly. And we just have the skill sets to do it. I mean, video production and editing and streaming is not a big thing to us. Just something we want to do. We're just being friendly with it. And, we talk a lot of crap about Jack. But, again, you're a public figure, Jack. You want to be a celebrity. Guess how much hate celebrities get? Yeah. Talk to Billie Eilish. Talk to Lady Gaga. Talk to even the friendliest of celebrities. Alec Baldwin, Michael Gross, any of these celebrities get tons of hate simply because people are targeting them. But the one thing that they don't do is they don't immediately go after them in a courtroom setting, or try to cut them off. Well, yesterday, in our official Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man Gmail account.
Do you want me to roll the B-roll?
Yeah, let's roll the B-roll.
Here we go.
PCTLM news.
We got a copyright strike, but here are the details you need to know.
We got a copyright strike against episode 2 of our live stream video.
It was the one
manually identified by the claimant, and the copyright owner was Jack on the Go.
Yeah.
Hey, Megadog, Russell Greer, hello.
Yeah.
So basically, Jack has been watching all of our YouTube content.
Even though he says he's never heard of us.
Never heard of us. And yet, we now have proof of at least one of Jack lies. Hey, Jack, we have the receipt. So Jack put a strike against the live stream, episode 2, which, again,
it wasn't
we're
our
barely
best
paying
work.
attention to this, guys. Yeah, I know. That was we had such audio problems with that.
Yeah,
and again,
that was a mess.
We are not publishing these to YouTube. YouTube just auto-archives the live stream. We use YouTube as our live stream destination. We weren't even really thinking about these still staying up on YouTube. We were happy you guys watch them when you can, because we're not really on an advertising schedule. We don't. Again, this is not our full-time occupation. Far from it. I agree with you, Jake. So when we got this notice, I'm like, wait, what? And then I'm like, oh crap, those ads that we get, because I had never in my wildest dream imagined that Jack would order a copyright strike against the PCTLM YouTube channel, but that is apparently what Mr. Scalfani has done. So the problem with that is, Jack, we are digital natives. I have been doing video editing and web production for literally 25 years plus. Pink Chicken is actually a real live television broadcast engineer. We are heavy with technical skills. In addition to that, I went to law school. I didn't finish, didn't feel like the right time for me, didn't want to end up with a JD, but I know my way around a courtroom. But guess what? All of my law school friends sure did become attorneys. I do technical work for them. I record deeds. I do docket searches. I know how to shepherdize a case. So I'm kind of like an ad hoc paralegal, very familiar with the legal world, especially the federal court system. So if Jack really wants to get heavy with this, he has no idea. the kind of pro bono expert trial lawyer services I could throw against him. Not to mention the fact, not to mention the fact that we got in the copyright strike email we got from Gmail, Jack had to step out from behind his little barrier and give us his real business email address, the one he doesn't publish. So in having us take down one of our videos, Jack doxed himself. Now, just as a,
He's very
hey,
good at
we've
doing
never
this.
seen this email before, Pink Chicken and I went on Google and searched his email address.
Yeah.
Thinking that, oh, okay, wonder what else Jack uses this for. Literally, it came up with all of Jack's information. I mean,
every address.
so much personal information. What the kids would call pay card information holder, PCI information. Like, so much personal information of Jack on the first page of a Google SERP page that we can't even talk any details about it because we're so privacy minded we don't even want to call that out. We're not going to tell you the email that he gave us. We're not going to tell you anything we saw exposed, but with just his name and a rough idea of where you think he lives, you can get all of his information to the point where it's like, are you kidding? You're this giant internet celebrity and you don't have lick one of privacy information. You're not behind an LLC. You're not behind an S Corp. You don't have nested corporations. You don't have aliases for this stuff. You don't even have a corporate email address. Buddy, are you kidding? The word soft target doesn't even come close. And we will never do anything nefarious against him. But oh my God, we are professionals with ethics. If he pisses off some 15-year-old digital native kid now, it's basically like his Hummer is full of bags of gasoline.
It sounds like something Jack would do, though. Jake, yeah, he was a country DJ. From what I can gather, they gave him the overnight shift, which means you see nobody. You're there by yourself. He's probably not union. He probably made next to minimum wage. He probably didn't get any benefits or night shift differential. So yeah, I mean, he was a country DJ, but that's like the shift that they give people they don't like.
Do you think he has his phones? Do you think he has his FCC headphones?
I don't know.
I don't think he worked. Again, it takes a little while to get those. They accelerated the process in the late 90s.
Yeah, but you don't need that anymore.
In the early days, you had to work there for like a year.
I mean, back in like, I guess, well, I don't know when they stopped doing that, but you needed to have an SBE certification or an FCC license or whatever to even go near the board. I don't think that's the case anymore, but it should help. It would help, getting a job. But when you're new to the field of whatever, TV or radio, they're not going to give you the ideal shift you want. And
you start off on the graveyard shift.
And you work weekends, you work holidays, you get the shit end of the stick always. I wouldn't know anything about that. Just kidding, I do. But
hey, again, we're lousy in both the technical and legal aspects of production, distribution, post-production, and especially broadcasting. That's all Pink Chicken's game. But so for Jack, who is so undefended, to come at us through YouTube, and again, this wasn't even an attack on him. Like this wasn't like a targeted video we did. We're just goofing around here. Like, and we don't have 10,000 subscribers. We barely 35. Like, and we weren't planning on it. However, let me state this for the record. I am brilliant, but I am unambitious as they come. I will take on the mantle of the lazy man. However, and you can do whatever you want to me. I'm secure in who I am as a person. I'm secure who I am in a man. I'm in my mid-40s. Nothing bothers me. However, We started this podcast. We started this whole Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man operation because Pink Chicken had some trauma in her recent past, and that's all I'll say about the matter. And this is a great stress reliever for her. It's empowering, it's stress relieving, it allows her to blow off steam, it allows her to get all of that negativity out of her emotions. And I care very deeply. I love the Pink Chicken. So when you attack this, you attack her. And if you try to get this stopped, I will not stop. And I am a brilliant and resourceful person, and I have lots of connections everywhere. I've spilled out some of my bona fides here just slightly. But if he comes at us anymore, we will respond in kind.
If I may
and
jump in.
And we will not stop.
I have known the Lazy Man since like 98, 99, 97, somewhere in that range. We haven't been together that long, but we've known each other that long. But yeah, I left 2 abusive relationships. And Tom, the Lazy Man, is not abusive at all. Never has been. He doesn't have an abusive bone in his body. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body. But when he came home from work yesterday, and even a little bit at work, he was texting me. Oh my God, I never saw him that angry before. He was mad about this. I mean, it angers me too. It angers me too, but it's like, it's so Bush League. It's like, what, you're going to come after us? Do you know how many other parody videos of you are on the internet? What are you going to do? Ding them all? Because it seems like this is pretty targeted for somebody that's never heard of them. Like, it's just ridiculous. I think it's funny. I think it's funny and ridiculous. But I mean, yes, I'm angry about it, but I can't help but laugh. It's just low-hanging fruit for him.
Yeah, Megadog. So YouTube gets a little funny with their fair use because YouTube really pays attention to how much content you use. So let's lay out our 5-point plan here as to how we're counteracting Jack. Number 1, if he tries to drop any more copyright strikes against him, we will take him to the mat for fair use. Number 2, this is a scheduled takedown for one of our videos. Either Fatty couldn't figure out how to work the web form in the back of YouTube to launch a copyright strike, but we will take down the offending video. But remember, we're digital natives. I have hosting reseller accounts. That video can go everywhere and nowhere. And I know what I'm doing with DNS, and I know what I'm doing with SSL, and I know what I'm doing with privacy. But it doesn't even have to be all that. We just have to republish it to YouTube. So we've already downloaded all of our YouTube content. We have edited our YouTube content to self-censor ourselves. But you know what we're talking about. So we will be republishing Livestream Archive episode 2 we will be republishing episode 2 of the Boys Club on YouTube. And we've literally, vivisected out the section that he can call us on. Everything else to me is fair use. So we will be editing these videos instead of just letting we were just letting YouTube put these up there for us and giving it as a convenience to you guys. But if we have to pay just slightly more attention to it, we can easily do that. But in addition, we're going to get a little bit more aggressive, both with our subscribe, and our membership drive to get up to YouTube subscribers. If the way we beat Jack is at his own game by becoming full-on YouTube partners, we'll totally do it. And we have tons of resources. Again, I really sound like Jack here. I really sound like I'm gloating, but you can ask Pink Chicken. I've done marketing for people. I've done advertising, setting up websites, setting up multimedia productions. I set up a multi-camera live stream setup for a theater group I used to work with last year. Pink Chicken can attest to that.
Yep. vMix, baby, all the way.
Yeah, using vMix, using LiveView,
OBS,
LiveView production packs. This is pro-level gear. This is pro-level software. Familiar with all of it. Again, I don't really do. I do a bunch of things. I don't really do anything because I'm not quite ambitious for myself. I don't need a lot to get by. I enjoy and sample everything I do. But if you come at me, or worse, if you come at someone I love and deeply care about, I will not stop. I am not a man of half measures. And this will either go away or it won't. And if it doesn't, I feel very bad for the Scalfani organization.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why it was only one video that he struck us on, and why it was Jack on the Go. Honestly, I'm going to have to sit and watch episode 2 again. Did we watch something from Jack on the Go in that one?
Yes, we did. We did JoJo's barbecue and hot dog joint.
Oh, where he ordered like 12 pounds of meat, and he's like, I'm on a diet. Yeah, okay, fatty.
Exactly.
I don't think so. Okay.
So that's as far as I will go with this.
I don't know. It's whatever. He's an idiot. It's fine.
Right. But here's the deal. Jack will not, and cannot functionally stop us. Because again, we're barely paying attention to this. We don't have both arms in this fight, literally. But if we have to bring out our other arm, if we have to do things to keep you guys from working with us, I've already talked with Pink Chicken. I'm like, look, we can do this, and that. We can pull up vMix. We can do everything through our MTP streams. We can push this through Restream.io. I have a CDN. I know how to set up Amazon buckets to push the content out. He will never be able to stop us. So the copyright strike.
Yeah, like we could take it to Twitch. We could make a private Facebook group. We could take it to. I mean, I really don't want to lose YouTube because
we can instantiate our own server architecture. We can instantiate our own virtual server architecture. AWS is not that hard. You just have to know all the little pieces of it, and I have from my hosting experience. And I have friends who are AWS nerds, who are AWS certified technicians right now, who love the lazy man, who want to party with the lazy man. So all I have to, again, Jack has no idea the forces that can be arrayed against him.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that we have his email address, his real email address.
Well, Jim mentioned that. He said, for someone with so many haters, you'd think Jack would be a little bit more careful about hiding his personal info. Jim, as somebody who's very astute with personal intelligence matters, with information, and again, I hate doing this because I don't want to reveal more about myself than I am. But you can ask Pink Chicken. The amount of research that I can do on people is scary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have my PI license, but really, with the internet and enough credentials, you don't need it. But even in casual conversation, when I talk with Pink Chicken, she's like, it's really creepy how much information you have on people you're friends with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just my resources. It's just, I've done so many projects for people. I've done so many intersections because I'm skilled at technology, the law, marketing, and information and data. It's just native to me.
Yeah. Like we have some overlapping interests, and then we have separate interests too. And you definitely have more, I don't know, like more unique
There are
stuff
very few people
than I
on
do.
the planet. There are very few people on the planet that know how to orchestrate a multi-camera live stream setup using all wireless connections and multi-modem technology. And also that same person can use all of the resources out there to pull people's mortgage information, to do case research, to know how to shepherdize a case, who understands the difference between civil and criminal procedure law, who understands the difference between federal and state and local and municipal law, who has worked in the public sector, who has not only had book knowledge of these things, but literally on the street knows how the sausage is made political stuff. Like,
I know how to run an election myself. I have that ability. I've set up a couple elections. You're like the digital Frank Castle, Jake Archer says.
Again, it's kind of scary, Jake.
All right, so let's leave that as it may, but let's get to the important part.
Let's get back to fun, food, and family.
Yeah, guys, come on, keep it PC over here. All right.
All of that was basically to say that, first of all, never come after Pink Chicken, but second of all, you can't stop us, Jack. Even if you deplatform us from YouTube, which will not happen. But let's say, out of good consideration for all you've done for the YouTube organization, that they somehow make a special example out of us and think we don't have the resources to fight them. But let's say you do somehow get us pulled. You can't stop us, Jack. The internet exists because of two things.
We'll go to
copy and
Twitch.
paste.
We'll go to Vimeo. We'll go
We'll use
to a private
restream.io. We will have our own
Facebook
custom
group.
RMTP
We're
server.
not going away, honeybee.
Right. Don't give us a reason to go full guerrilla warfare on you.
Because we can and we will.
Yes.
Good talk. Class
Yes.
Dismissed. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Yes,
so
Jigma. Fun, food, and family is the new live, love.
All right, so what do you want to watch first? This was the playlist I put together. Do we want to watch the man-child whining? Do we want to watch the baby formula chicken?
Well, we want to watch. Yeah, we'll put the two drive-through videos on it because we wanted to prove that Jack has always been a man baby, especially when it comes to the drive-through. And then we want to let you guys in on one of our other interests, one of the YouTube channels we watch, which is literally like the anti-Jack. Like, if you think of the way we do, the Jack is like the stereotypical ugly American. And you're like, what would a Canadian version of Jack's show be like? With a polite man who loves his family, who respects fast food workers, who really has a kind heart, and what his true good soul natured interest is. We actually know that guy.
Yeah, I think I saw that he's friends with Jack on his Instagram account, which is interesting. But Canadians are notoriously nice. Jesus. The baked potato. Oh, that's the one with the syringe and the butter. It wasn't even butter. It was like butter flavored oil or something.
Oh, his heroin potato. Is that the one he had Tammy Jr. on?
Yep, that's the one. She's like, I don't know. It kind of tastes like butter. All right, let's watch.
So Jack, the huge celebrity, will copyright strike people at the drop of a hat. He turns off his comment section. Like, it's very obvious that this thin veneer of a guy who claims to be into fun food and family is willing to go to the mat so hard at people. It just reveals him to be the man baby we know he is.
All right, I'm going to start up the and here's a good experiment. Tell us, please, if the audio is working this time. I swear to God it is. I swear to God. Also,
you know what we say, 23rd time's the charm.
Yep.
We'll fix it.
Also, I installed an ad blocker because I got a new computer. So the PC Mirror is my new computer that has the ad blocker on. So we won't be sponsored by any rogue advertisers.
Which is funny because it's not a PC at all.
All
right.
Here.
Can you hear the audio of Jack?
It came out of nowhere, guys.
I can hear the audio.
All right, guys. So,
yeah, but we always can. They can't usually.
I know that was
for burgers. Like,
look at how happy he is.
That pizza. But you want to know.
Look at how happy he is to be going to get food, and how he doesn't care that he is dragging his wife out into what is essentially a category 2 hurdle, just so he can get the burger on the first day.
Bourbon burger.
Yay!
All right.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jigma. Thank you, Megadog.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Bourbon type of burger. I'll get the exact name when I get
pause it here for a second.
Okay, wait. Hang on. Okay, there we go.
So, if you're, because we were talking over him a little bit, but if you're listening closely, what he basically just admitted was he has no idea what this sandwich is called. He probably got a push notification or an email that this sandwich appeared, and in his little Jack-starved brain, he was immediately like, I must have this. I must have this burger. I must have this in my gullet. We must go now. And literally probably on the same phone, literally probably with the same push notification is where he got the National Weather Service basically saying there's a severe thunderstorm warning for your area. Take shelter.
Yep. And he's like, it's not like, hey, let's take shelter, Tammy. We might have a tornado blowing through here. No, it's like, let's go to fucking Wendy's. Like, okay. Yeah, let's drive in a torrential downpour.
Like, because he's hungry? Like, first of all, you're not supposed to be eating that much.
Ah! It sounds way worse in headphones, by the way.
I'll tell you, this is our very first parking lot review.
Now that I'm deaf.
Where it's pouring on us.
Well, what the hell? Pause it here for another second. I'm sorry, or mute it.
Warning.
We don't need to hear this. Can we just talk about that fucking dubstep music? Like, Like, that's
don't
the
wanna
type of
go-
music you would hear in an Eli Roth film. Like, that's the theme song to Hostel 2. What the fuck is it doing on Fun Food and Family drive-thru reviews? Exactly, Jake.
Jim, what's interesting is his last Jack on the Go video was like over 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Megadog Screamo. Yeah, I didn't. I'll be honest, Megadog. I've heard of the music genre called Screamo. I didn't know what it was. Jack has introduced me to what it is, and I gotta say I don't like it. But yeah, like, is that what Jack's into? Like, yeah, because Jack says he keeps abreast of the musical trends, being a club DJ or was a club DJ.
Bullshit.
But like, is that what he
listens to
thinks
Christian rock.
people listen to, or is that what Junior's into? That Jack's cribbing notes off Junior. Like, that music is very deeply disturbing. Like, if you enjoy that music, oh my god. Oh, speaking of disturbing music, we have to talk about the Calliope music from
we'll get to that.
Like crazy,
but yeah, look at that.
About.
You can hear. Thank God we have sound this time. Great job, Pink Chicken.
Yay!
We'll be there.
You can hear the rain or the hail pelting off their windshield when he talks in the background.
The storm we're in right now, it's raining right now.
Is that the stripper music, Jim, that you're talking about?
In 43 minutes.
Now, I don't have a problem with stripper music.
70 degrees. It's now 53 degrees. That's pretty crazy.
Yes, Jigma.
No wonder the wind's blowing.
That's earthquake weather in California.
Yeah, in California, plates would be falling off the shelf.
I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
I'm looking at
What does that
Wendy's,
even
I
mean?
don't see it over there.
It says new on the window.
Oh, something says new on the window, Tammy says.
Yes, German American. The Calliope Carnival music. I said Jack is slowly turning into John Wayne
In the middle
Gacy.
of intersections.
I expect him to come out in clown makeup in
What's
his
going
next
on?
video.
Okay.
Jack Wayne Gacy.
So I don't see
I like it. Okay, let's time this. He pulls up and it
I don't
stops.
see it anywhere. What was new? Where did you see new?
Now he's getting agitated because he doesn't see the sign for the thing he wants. 25 seconds.
Do we want to go in or not?
No.
30 seconds, folks. It took him 30 seconds. They just barely pulled into that drive-thru. There's one car in front of them. And Jack's immediately like,
Alright,
can we go in?
guys.
I don't want to wait.
I feel like we're gonna get a big
Bourbon
disappointment.
bacon burger up there.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, there's one right there.
Now,
Yay!
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 Oh, they got it up there?
Yeah.
Cool. You can see
Yeah,
it in
somebody
there.
should issue a copyright strike
We
against
should've
Jack
walked
because
in.
he's
I
stealing
think
Crank
the
Yankers material with that yay.
Nobody cares. Can you go walk in?
Oh, forget it. And all this running water everywhere.
Yay!
Makes me have to go even more.
Poor park job by the
All right,
truck there.
So we'll have it for you guys in a second.
Yeah, like-
Plot review.
I honestly feel like he's playing into our hands. Like, I almost feel like this is some weird kind of ironic doublethink
With me having
that we made fun of him for his
Right.
drive-through behavior so bad the
He's not
last
that
time.
smart. Come on.
I know.
Quit jolting the car. You're purposely doing that. I've got a review to do.
She's
Anyway.
trying to drive in a torrential downpour, you fucking
We'll have it in a
idiot.
minute.
Exactly.
Bourbon,
Like,
bacon.
Cheeseburger.
hey, look,
Bourbon,
Jack.
bacon.
You see that little copyright symbol in the lower
Just do it
right-hand
today.
corner that you're obviously
We'll get this stuff
violating
right
with
away
this?
you guys.
Guess who's going to drop a Roosevelt dime on your ass over that?
Do it.
Hi.
He has
Can I just
no
get
idea.
A double Bourbon bacon cheeseburger.
They can't
right
even
Double
now?
say
Bourbon.
the fucking name of the burger.
The double
Oh, she drives
bourbon
forward.
bacon.
Double bourbon bacon. It's not difficult, people. You don't
Now,
know what
this
you're
is-
ordering.
Right, and the person behind the counter doesn't know either. So when she's talking with the drive-through person, Tammy says several times to the drive-through attendant, just the burgers.
burger.
Paying
Yes.
right now.
I don't think they forgot the bacon. I think it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, like, because if you say plain burger to somebody, or just the burger, it could be interpreted as a plain burger.
We're just gonna find ourselves
Right.
a spot. And the last spot we got money.
Double Birkin bacon.
So 742 the burger.
Yes.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure Double Birkin Bacon is where they put Anne Frank at the end of. Never mind. We're not
Wow.
going there. I know.
It's $7.
Come on.
He keeps saying it though.
That's a $7 burger. Are you serious?
I love the fact that Tammy has to unwrap it for him.
Okay, wait
Like-
a minute. Wait a minute. He's like, this is a $7 burger? Are you serious? Have you been out to eat anywhere recently? And it's a double. It's not like it's one burger, it's two. And it has shit on the top of it. Not very appetizing looking shit, but it has shit on the top of it. Of course, I bet you if they took one patty away, it would be like 5 something, maybe. But they insisted on ordering the double.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a $7 burger to me.
That doesn't look like a $7 burger. Are you kidding?
All right,
There's
well,
two patties
we did
there.
for
There's
the
2
show,
pieces
huh?
of cheese. There's condiments. There's a huge bun. Like look at it. She's literally putting it back
Oh,
together
that's
for
right,
him
the
so he doesn't
stuff.
whine
And
anymore about it.
why at this point do they
$7?
not realize that there's no bacon in it? They basically ripped the whole burger apart at the beginning of this video before he even puts it in his fucking gullet there.
Oh my
Forget it.
god.
Right now, I'm telling you, don't spend.
Oh, I love that.
$7
If you
on
see,
this
like, he doesn't even have the
$7.
red eye filter turned on his phone. You see his eyes glowing. I'm like, how much of an amateur are you?
Look at this. Look at the squirt action.
Oh, pause it. Oh,
Hang on, I'm not quick
we
enough.
gotta rewind a little bit for the money shot.
Right now, I'm telling you, don't spend $7 on this.
Don't spend $7, guys.
Well, let's give it a try.
His eyes glow demonically red.
Let me take down the banner so we can get the full effect here.
Oh, we can see what time it is on his watch.
Right there.
Oh, that's
the money shot. Oh my god. So disgusting.
Exactly.
Does he get it on his shirt or does he get it on the napkin? I can't really tell.
Well, first of all, can we talk about the fact that he has the napkin shoved in the seatbelt like a kitty bib?
It's really good.
It's so good, guys. Nom, nom.
In case you need a sound effect of what he sounds like when he has the meat marine deep in his mouth, when the meat marine's patriotic balls are resting on his chin. In case you ever wonder what that sounded like, it sounded like what he just said. Oh, so good.
Based it on a bourbon burger. They got a good sauce going on. All right, guys. Do I recommend spending $7? No.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Is this a celibate man?
Okay, here's where it takes a turn. Go ahead. You do your rant, and I'm going to pause it.
Is this a celibate man who can only find sexual enjoyment in food, or is this a glutton with a splosh fetish? Like, which one is it? Because there's some weird intersection here of orgasm and food that I really don't understand or like. Let me be clear with that. I don't enjoy any of this that he's into, that just, it's a step beyond.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now here's where Tammy points out that the bourbon bacon burger has no bacon.
And that's the other thing. I love this video because it's like watching the Zapruder film with friends. You can point out all the little weird inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Well, half that fucking burger is gone now. Jesus.
Okay, we're going back.
It's on his shirt.
No,
Here we are.
No.
Okay,
no, we're
guys,
not.
I just spent $7 on a bourbon bacon burger that has no
watch
bacon.
his angry
None.
face.
I have to go out in the rain to go get my bacon.
Look at that face.
Out in the rain to go get my bacon.
Look at that face, okay? Whenever you see Jack make that face, that particular face with those crazy eyes, you know he's not happy. And that happened several times on the chat this afternoon or this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going out in the rain.
Correct, Jake. This was Tammy ruining Jack's orgasm.
Okay, this looks a lot better.
He was
hold on.
orgasmic over
This
that
burger
sandwich,
looks a
and
lot
then she was
better
just
than the
like,
last burger
fuck
they just
that,
gave me.
and punched him.
I have to give them kudos, though. They were so sweet. This is their first day making them. So
that's because they think you have special needs, you moron.
So
can you imagine being in a Wendy's with the lunch rush, and all of a sudden a 400-pound guy with a gimp arm comes waddling into your store and starts complaining about his burger?
Same burger.
I don't think there's any bacon on this burger. And they're like, it's okay, sir. Calm down.
They did right. They were
Everything
really nice
will be
guys.
Okay.
Very impressed with their service.
Okay,
Oh,
so
look, burger number 2.
So let me ask you this: what happened to burger number 1? Did they take it back at the restaurant? You know, in these times of COVID, and Well, I mean, it is dwindling a bit, but
I didn't even think about that.
they're not going
aspect
to
of
be.
it.
They're not going to be reselling it.
No. They immediately they took it, like they probably didn't even take it back. They're just like, sir, we see the bag. It's okay. We'll get you another one. Because in their minds, they have a special needs person in front of them who might go completely nuts in there. He might crap on the floor. He might start knocking stuff off shelves. They don't know. Again, all they know is somebody came in the drive-thru. It's the lunch rush. Everybody's busy, and all of a sudden, here comes this guy waddling over to the counter, probably pushing regular patrons out of the way, going, hey, I have to let you know I didn't get my bacon on my sandwich. And the manager was probably like, pick up the shattered pieces of your life, fatty, and move on. But she can't do that. She has to coddle him because he's the ugliest of ugly Americans. And now you have to deal with it. And you look at him and you begin to feel angry, but then you notice his arm's not moving. And you notice he's dressed like a 6-year-old. He's got the little backwards cap.
And he's got a pound of ketchup on his shirt.
Yeah, exactly. There's food stains on his shirt, and you all of a sudden your anger turns immediately to pity, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. And what you're really saying is, I didn't realize you had mental issues. It's going to be okay, buddy. And you know that like overly sweet way that non-caring adults pretend to care about people with special needs? I used to have friends in the special who worked with special needs. They were field workers. They were wonderful people, wonderful humanists. But you would see the cloying way that people would treat their adults with special needs. And I have to imagine that's exactly how the manager at this particular Wendy's treated Jack. When he waddled in a thunderstorm, wet from the rain, food sauce dripping from his beard onto his shirt, one arm not working, going, I didn't get bacon on my burger. I have to imagine they probably gave him a pack of cookies too. Tammy's probably sitting in that Ford drinking a Frosty, going, wow, I can't believe they were this nice to you. I don't understand either, but I'm glad they were.
And that goes back to the comment from the chat this afternoon. Whoever said, can you give me a tutorial on scamming free food? This is how you do it, folks, right here.
Plus,
all right, starting it back up.
Give them some room for improvement.
You notice there was no hesitation with him taking that burger back. Because most people would be embarrassed, especially if you're overweight.
The sauce
you don't want to complain in a restaurant. Because everybody in that restaurant's going to be like, oh, the fatty didn't get enough food.
I'm limping across a wet parking lot.
Not our Jack.
Hoping that I don't slip and land on my butt, okay? Going in to complain about not getting bacon on my burger.
He's such a Karen.
And they just were the sweetest people. So it was kind of funny because I'm all frustrated. I go in there like, I didn't get any bacon. And they were like, so nice. And I'm like, oh, no.
See? Pause it.
So
it's exactly what I said. He ran in there waddling, probably with the stupid napkin bib still stuck in his shirt. And those people, Wendy's people are not going to take crap. They're making minimum wage. That manager's not going to take shit from anybody. So why were they nice to him? Because they felt sorry for him. They came in, they sized him up and down. They saw the 6 times oversized shirt. They saw the size 56 jeans. They saw the baseball cap. They saw the expression on his face that he was so frustrated over not getting his little burger. They're like, oh, it's okay, buddy. They start using the really toddler language. It's okay, buddy. We'll make that burger better for you. We'll put bacon on that burger. Will you like that? And his toddler glee exploded like, oh, I would like that. Are you going to give me another burger? You're not just going to put bacon on this one? No, buddy. It'll be okay. We're going to give you a new burger. Will you like that? Meanwhile, they're thinking, if I have to wrestle this special needs person to the ground, I'm more than willing to do it. It's like they're telling the fry cook, like, Jimmy, get on the phone, dial 911. We have a crazy person in our store. Get ready. Guys, we've trained for this. Everybody remembers your Wendy's special emergency binder. Exactly, Jake. It'll be okay, champ. It'll be okay, sport. Everything's going to be just fine. What they really want to do is not have him go off in their store.
realize it just started, guys, and
Play it back.
show him some kindness.
Show some kindness after he just had a
leave some room
fucking
for
temper
error, because it
tantrum
was
in
his
a
first
fucking
today's
Wendy's
birthday.
in the middle of a
It'll be few days
pandemic.
before you see this video, but
And a hurricane.
once again,
Hurricane
I applaud
and
them.
a
They were
shortage
very
of minimum
nice.
wage
They're very
workers.
polite.
Right.
They did a great job on the flavoring. I'm very impressed with how good it tastes. All right? I'll leave you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
It's a fast food restaurant
Well, we have
burger.
arrived.
Oh, sorry, it goes to the next
Yeah,
one.
autoplayed.
Autoplayed.
But yeah, he's like, oh, they did a great job on the flavor. Do you think anybody at that Wendy's even knows what flavors their burgers are? They're following a diagram on the back wall. Like, oh god, okay, we got the new bacon burger. We got the new bacon bourbon burger thing. So that's bun, meat, cheese, bacon, bourbon sauce, onions, bun. Wrap that up, go. Like, do you think they even give what they're doing a spare thought? Because what they're doing is making food for people who don't care about food. Fast food restaurants aren't there for the gourmet or even the foodie. They're there for harrowed housewives who are trying to get their kids something to eat, or people like Jack who just can't be bothered to cook themselves or even sit down in a regular restaurant.
Restaurant consultation? What fuckery is that?
Oh, did you hear that in chat? I prompted him on that because he started talking about that. He was like, oh, he's like, and, you know, there was a restaurant in the local area, and I decided to favor them with my knowledge and experience. So I went in and I gave them all of, I was over 2 hours in the restaurant giving them advice on their restaurant. And I'm like, so as Javaris Tharko, I'm like, wait, you're a paid restaurant consultant? And he's like, no, they didn't pay me. Well, then why the hell did you do it?
Yeah, nobody asked you. No one gives a shit.
Exactly.
All right, so I wanted to pull this one up because this is one we did a podcast about.
Jake says, I bet Wendy's gave him crayons. I said a coupon for a Frosty. I think that's the other thing. Can you imagine? I can't tell you how happy I am that Jack and Tammy Jr. moved out, because Tammy Jr., who's not used to this insanity, is like, you know, achieving some kind of domestic normalcy with Jack Jr. so that they don't have to live in Jack's house anymore. And just as soon as she thinks she's getting some kind of like peace and tranquility, bang, bang, bang on the door, there's Daddy Jack with 2 bite taken out of burgers and a Frosty coupon and a stained shirt.
Oh my God.
And Tammy snapping out like, I can't fucking believe we're here. I can't believe this is my life. When's he going to keel over? How can I make him keel over? Hence, Double InTammnity.
Oh, wait, I got to put the banner up for that. Where is it?
Oh, we have a banner?
Double InTammnity. Hashtag Double InTammnity. But yeah, she's going to kill him. If she doesn't, she's a much stronger woman than I am, because I would have killed her long ago.
There were
made it look like an accident
today. There were subtle details today in the live chat that Tammy is at the end of her ropes. First of all, she came traipsing through his show. She knows he's taping. He's doing a live chat in the living room, and she just walked through it like, oh, whatever. This doesn't matter, Jack.
No, he said he was in the dining room. He said, "See, there's dining room chairs here." Ugh.
Listen, he lives in the house they live in is tiny. It's all one big room. Their dining room, their kitchen, their breakfast area. It's all open. It's one big room. We've seen it. We'll show you pictures. It's all one big room. It's basically like living in a studio apartment.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into this one, since as Jim said, this one's very Tammy triggered.
Allowed to. Anyway, we'll be at Jack in the Box in a minute. We're going to order that, and we're going to let you know how the little tiny tacos are. That's what they're called, tiny tacos. So, let's do it.
Again, he didn't know what the food was called.
Hey, wait a minute. Why wasn't there an intro on the other one?
Because he doesn't care anymore.
Okay. I just remembered that. I forgot he even had an intro for Jack on the Go.
Ram track in front front of us ordering food for an hour.
Oh, you know what? That's not. Remember how I said I thought it was hand sanitizer hanging down from her mirror?
Hey, that's only
That is a Yankee Candle potpourri satchel.
Oh, I guess not. Oh my goodness, this guy's taking
No,
forever.
they just asked when I took your order.
Yeah, an hour ago.
That
What?
one is a drive-thru.
Really?
Yes, Jim, you could see how frustrated Tammy was.
It's a drive-thru Sonic?
Yeah, they do. They have a drive-thru.
It's a drive-thru.
Yeah.
I've never seen a drive-thru Sonic.
Oh,
I've never seen a
that's actually a good
drive-thru
point,
Jack in the Box.
Jigma.
It's
He
so
does think he's
painful.
Gordon Ramsay, which makes Jake's joke even
Okay,
funnier.
all my friends in
But he
California,
really does think he's Gordon
if you're
Ramsay
in the
because he's
South,
like,
don't
not
go to
only
drive-thru. They are
do
the
I review
slowest
food,
orderers
but
I've
I also
ever met.
review the restaurant itself. I go
Imagine
after
the
whole
smell
ambiance.
of Jack.
Oh,
I'm not.
You are.
I'm a realist.
don't. I
I'm
don't
telling
want
the
to.
truth. This dude's ordering half the menu.
Honey, stop.
We've
Oh,
Honey,
wait, rewind this a
stop.
little bit. I forgot how
What?
angry he got at this point of the video. Listen to that. Let's just all take a minute and listen to this.
Yeah, guys, take a minute, take a deep breath. We're gonna listen. Ready?
Not realize this video was going to be this long.
Oh my God, stop complaining.
Oh my God, stop complaining.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm a realist.
No, you're not.
I'm telling the truth. This dude's ordering half the menu.
Honey, stop.
We've been here for 25 minutes.
You're such a liar.
What? All right, maybe 2 minutes. This guy's still ordering.
No, he hasn't even ordered yet.
He hasn't even ordered yet?
No,
Honk your horn or something.
it's not his fault.
Oh my gosh, the guy at Sonic has got his food and gone. Oh no, he isn't. He's right there. All right. What'd you say?
The guy behind us is eating.
The guy in drive-thru?
Behind us, yeah.
The guy behind us is eating
and,
in his car.
and he's
And he's
hasn't
ordering.
even ordered food yet.
He hasn't even ordered his food at Jack in the Box. That's because he knows it's a long wait.
I
This
guess.
dude, what is this dude doing?
They haven't taken his order yet. There you go.
Oh, he's moving. All right, cool. Because the guy just finished.
Listen to that. What was that? Like 3 minutes of him complaining,
Starting his
just
car.
going off.
Hey,
Like-
speaking of copyright strikes, what about this Jack in the Box logo in the lower left-hand corner?
Oh, we're going to cover all of that. Don't worry about it. We're going to, if we have to launch a serious investigative review of Jack's copyright practices and inform people that he's treading on all of that, remember, he's vulnerable. Trust me. I don't say that as a matter of opinion. I say that as a matter of, as a judicial expert. Trust me, he's vulnerable in so many ways. The musk of beef.
He turned his car off.
Yuck, we're up at the window
There we
now.
go, Tiny tacos. That's it, right there.
Oh, there's loaded.
And again, he goes from instantly mad to giddy.
Try those out.
That's the sign of mental issues.
Yeah, his personality changes in like the blink of an eye.
It's a toddler. It's a man
There you
toddler.
go.
That's a 3-year-old behaves
Hey guys,
like
how
that.
you doing? All right, so this is like. we
Look
did
at how
not plan
happy
on
he
this.
is
Well,
right
she
now.
did. I didn't know we were gonna make a pit stop, but we're making a pit stop. So
In his size 4X shirt that they sell at Sam's Club.
Digging in his ear and then taking a bite out of Tammy's tacos.
let's do the regulars. We're gonna show you the regular.
I like your emojis, Jigma. Yeah.
Well, here's the dipping sauce.
Oh, look, and now he's getting upset again because she's not giving it to him
Yeah,
fast
right.
enough.
It's funny they make it look all fancy. This is your dipping sauce. They got it prepackaged.
So it comes with 15 tacos.
Okay, for $3 you get 15 tacos. That's pretty good, and they're about that big. They're burning hot right now. It's burning my hand.
So put it in
If
your
you
face.
Like Jack in the Box tacos.
He should be wearing
Come on.
his silicone glove from his
God,
Amazon
love
store.
Madison.
I'm surprised he doesn't have. I'm surprised he doesn't have eating
If you live
gloves.
in Madison, forgive me, but I hang out here all the time. Anyway, this taco's
No, you
burning my
don't.
hand right now. Smells good. You want to see a close up? Oh, you can't see a close up.
Yeah, you're overexposing it, moron, because you're sticking it in front of a
little bit of meat
windshield.
in there.
It's the
That's it.
sunset. For fuck's sake.
It has the same inside as the 99-cent taco,
Yeah, Jack,
Well,
every
2
dive
foot in
bar on the
Has the
East
same
Coast
inside.
sells tiny tacos. These
And
aren't.
you just deep fry
Huh?
them, and then when they float, you take them out, and then
Really?
they taste like fryer
Oh.
oil. That's like what
Right.
they
Anyway.
are.
Tastes just like Jack in the Box tacos. Let me try the dipping sauce real quick.
I'm surprised he didn't shove it
man.
in whole.
We got it.
Really good.
We got a good
Yeah.
amount of communion tongue on that one. The first one, not so
You want
much,
the
but the
one
second one, he
dipping sauce.
definitely popped the tongue out. Oh, yeah, double dip. Go ahead.
It's
Here
really
goes.
tasty on
Let's
your
see some
taco.
tongue, Jack. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you
Tammy's
can,
getting
Jake.
inventive. She just put the Jack
That
in the
or
Box taco
taquitos,
sauce,
which are essentially the
in her
same thing,
dipping
except
sauce.
they're shaped
and she's
differently.
mixing it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, the same materials made out of.
It's basically food so cheap that the restaurant
you can
isn't
see
really
it.
interested in what you're eating.
That is a
Like,
mess. There's lettuce. There's taco
It
looks-
sauce. There's
That looks like a
tacos
fucking
in
mess.
yes,
in there.
No, Pam.
Like that's. I mean, you want fast food, like something finger
all
food. If you're
soggy.
on the
So it's
go,
like cheese is on
you're gonna
top.
need a
Yeah,
fork
there's
and a knife
melted
to eat
cheese
that.
on it.
right. Unless you're like him
They're
and they
really
don't care.
soggy.
Again,
I'm just going with the
they
regular
order
ones.
food
Ugh.
that I don't think
I'm telling
that
you right now. So that's
people
the one
want
I'm
to
going to
give
try
them.
right there.
Like this is
Here's a fully loaded one with lettuce and cheese.
exactly Mega Dog. This is drunk food.
All right.
This is 3 a.m.
I
at the
think I
dive
prefer the
bar.
dry
You got to
tacos
eat something, or you
because
will
they're
literally
easy
have
to
your
eat,
liver
they're less
explode, or
messy
you
on your
will pass
stomach.
out. This
You
is
can
food
drive
that gets
and
you
pop one in your
just.
mouth if you want.
Oh God, Bish Bosh, really?
If I had a fork,
Share
I'd
with the
probably eat
Clash,
the
Bish Bosh.
fully loaded ones, but I don't.
Did I say Clash
So
or
anyway,
Clash? Whatever.
it's only $1 difference.
Bourbon
So if
bacon
you want the
burger.
cheese, the lettuce, the taco sauce, all over the tacos, then go with the fully loaded. And if you want the regular tacos, there it is right there. You go with those. It's Jack in the Box, brand new tiny tacos. I give it a big thumbs up. They're good.
He's gonna finish that. Oh, I forgot. Remember
The
when we
outro
had
card. Yeah, remember when
Let's see
Jack
how many-
actually cared?
Let's see. Okay, so it was a 7 minute and 7 minute 8. It came up at I don't know math.
6:35. So
Like
6:35.
Like 30 seconds of title card at the end with no audio.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. All right. So I guess I want to show you. I know some of you have opinions on Ken. I saw in the chat, but I just want to show you how
Have
he
arrived.
treats. Let me scrub through this a little bit. How he treats fast food restaurant workers, as opposed
Yes.
to Jack. Where are we? There yet? Let's see. Yeah, it was about here.
So
Yeah,
let's
is
be a
this
little
brand
patient.
new one from him?
Like I said, because
Yes.
there's 2 different drive-thrus, I drove into the wrong drive-thru. So I'm in the Tim Hortons drive-thru, and I wanted to be in the Wendy's one. Oh well. I'm in the wrong drive-thru. I wanted to get Wendy's. That's so funny. All right, so what's going to be first? I'm going to do the Asiago Club, Chicken Club.
Asiago.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Large
please.
Coke and large fries. please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a please.
That would be it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And a
Thank
thank
you.
you.
All
Two
right,
thank
people.
yous.
Starting big, starting large.
Although he
Hello.
is a Toronto
Wow,
Maple
that's
Leafs
crazy
fan,
big.
so I don't know about that.
Forgot how big that was. Thank you.
More thank
All right,
yous,
people,
more
let's park
gratitude.
it.
Very polite.
All right, ladies and
And not
gentlemen.
just 'cause he's
we are
Canadian.
parked.
It's-
Let's go
he's
press
actually a
the
nice guy.
steering wheel tray and start eating, shall we? Let's put down our placemat.
Look, he's
We
got a
got our
friggin' placemat.
napkin.
Oh my
Exactly.
god.
Crazy.
I
Look at the
can't.
size of this drink. Show
He's
the
being
logo.
neat.
Look at all the ice.
He's being
That'll keep me nice
tidy.
and cool.
He probably
He's
won't.
showing the product before he
Thanks,
samples
Wendy.
it. All he's doing
Let's
is
see these
sampling the
fries.
product.
Oh boy.
He
Those are a
probably
lot
won't
of fries.
copyright strike us.
We've got our chicken Asiago spicy and 3 bonus fries. Check them out in the bottom. You got to eat your bonus fries first, right? That's just the way it goes. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, going in for the extreme close-up of this beautiful Wendy's meal lunch, starting off our 24-hour stealth camp. We got Wendy on the side of our Coke, very large Coke. I'm not sure. That looks like a 32-ounce cup, maybe. Over here, we got our golden French fries Once again, Wendy hanging out on the side.
Oh.
And over here is the
No, there is bacon on
Asiago
that.
Club spicy chicken sandwich. Look at that shiny lid.
Well, you
Let's
see,
do the
madam, the
fresh
Wendy's
ass
Corporation puts
bounce
the word
pack.
club there
And
to
under the
indicate that you
lid,
will be
looks like we've
getting
got some
bacon,
mayo
lettuce, and
hanging
tomato
out
on your
on
sandwich.
top of that wavy,
Gotcha.
crispy green lettuce. And then we got that crispy bacon, the Asiago cheese, the
Is it
spicy
Asiago
chicken.
or Asiago?
Oh
I
my
always say
goodness.
Asiago.
Let's get into this.
Just
Apparently,
a
the Canadians say
Canadian-
Asiago.
Did you guys ever notice that? It says mom right there. It's just supposed to be like the top of her dress.
Okay,
But
we
it
just
says
wanted to show
MOM.
him being polite.
But yeah, I mean,
Oh.
it's
But there's
It's-
more in this video because he goes 24-hour stealth camping, and Ken makes point to say, okay, I'm going to eat this many calories, but I'm also going to like walk 2 miles and bike 6 miles. And in doing those things, I will have 1,000 calorie deficit. Like, he makes a special point to say, this is how I'm going to avoid gaining weight from these foods. Unlike Jack, who's like, Tammy's going to make me walk. Tammy's not going to let us use our scooters when we go on a vacation.
yeah. Jake and whoever else. Jack has a couple videos. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Jack.
Yeah, we
Jack
have
wants
to-
you to check your flame. That's a great video. Whoever made that one. Oh my god! Let's play that because I love it so much. It's great. It's like a compilation of all of the. Oh, did he strike that one? Is it not here
Oh.
anymore? Damn it, Jack! You're ruining all of our fun.
But yeah,
Here.
Jack,
Other
who has
channels.
Jack, who basically has a high school education, jumping in on theological topics, he has neither the sensitivity nor the intellectual capacity to comprehend or even express his thoughts in any kind of cohesive manner, especially at this poor time in his health and life, that he should be trying to tackle the metaphysical subjects of other monotheistic religions.
Oh,
And
here
yet
it
there he
is.
goes.
Here it is. Here it is. I found it.
I have to imagine that an imam or a rabbi would treat Jack exactly the same way that the Wendy's drive-thru attendant
Give us some
or
heat.
manager treated him.
Light it up. Make sure you got a flame so gas doesn't fill your kitchen.
It's a super cut.
There you go. Let that heat up. Make sure you got a flame. Yep, got a flame.
I don't know who made this, but I love them.
There it is.
Can he not feel the heat?
There, go to medium.
I'm telling you, he blew up his kitchen or
yourself
something.
up.
Or somebody did.
Nice flame. Got a flame? Yep. Always check, see you got a flame. So your kitchen don't fill up with natural gas and then a spark just takes your house out. Make sure you got a flame. Yep, got a flame. Go ahead and heat that up. Got the flame going. Check the flame right there.
Yeah. Natural gas explosions in homes don't happen because of the stove.
Always
They
move
happen
your
when a
pan.
pipe
Make
bursts.
sure you got a
and
flame.
leaks.
Heat
It's
up
not going to
your
come out of
oil.
a burner.
Inlet.
The whole purpose of the burner is to have tiny holes so the
Make sure
pressure
you got
makes
a
a
flame.
Never mind.
Grab
We're not going to get into the
flame.
Venturi principle here.
Move your pan.
Oh, look, pink
Got the
chicken.
Flame going. Always check to make sure you got a flame going.
Gotta bring it back.
And the Rachel
Make sure you
Ray
got a flame.
phallic oil dispenser.
Yep, got a flame. Get your flame on.
Exactly, Mega
Make
Dog.
sure you got a flame.
Exactly.
Yep. Always check your flame.
Well, but
Make sure you got a flame.
the sense of the human sense of taste and the human sense of smell are connected.
Yep,
So
got
if
a
he has to
flame.
put 5 pounds of black pepper and red pepper in a dish to taste it,
All right.
one could imagine he could walk
Medium
through a
high,
house filled with
flame,
natural
double
gas
check
and
it,
not
there it is.
smell it.
There we go. Medium high.
That's a
Make sure
good
you got a
point.
flame.
I didn't
Yep.
think about that.
Got a flame. All right. So a flame. Probably a medium.
The rock pan.
Make sure you got a flame. Yep. Flame's there.
Do you think this week we're gonna get the rock
Lit.
pan stainless
Remember
steel
the
set?
rule. Always
That's such
check
going to
make
be a
sure
throwaway
you
video.
got a
He's going to just
flame.
burn stuff, which he
You
does
hear it
anyway.
light,
So
but
it's
you don't want
like
gas filling up the kitchen.
That's a throwaway
And then a
video for
spark
me.
would explode your house.
The portable
Not a
camping
fun
smoker
thing,
was a
okay?
throwaway video for me.
Pink chicken in the Oops.
man.
Big chicken.
Sorry. Sorry.
God, we sound good.
All right, so let me go back here. You want to watch the baby formula chicken?
Yes,
There you go.
I absolutely do, because like the problem with trying to keep up with Jack's atrocities is it's basically like you can't cover them enough. It's basically like Lucille Ball with the chocolate belt conveyor.
All right, we're zooming
You're
down
trying
the
to
freeway.
pick these little things off,
Happening on
and
the
it's
show.
just going
Got
nuts.
a sauce announcement. I've given
Like
you some
you're trying to
information,
scoop
but I
up
haven't-
all the chocolates, but they just keep coming. The little snacks, the desserts of Jack's atrocities, just keep coming off the belt.
But I haven't
Remember,
given you the-
guys, wet brine versus dry brine chicken was this week as well. Like that's less than 7 days old,
And it
we know
feels
how
like
bad
about
that
a year
was.
ago
Exactly.
in Jack time. All right, let's bring this full screen. All right, here we go.
Oh, Megadog, I agree with you. Him not swirling the pan, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. Why would you not do it? Why are you that lazy?
He's a lazy man. It's
He
part of
does
his
not
job. Jake says a proper dry brine is amazing. All right, let's get into this.
It is Jake, but then you have
Details
whatever
yet.
the hell this is.
And I'll do a video
That
on that.
poor chicken.
I'll post announcements on all of it when it's ready, but it's not ready just yet. I've got a nice set.
Oh, we have to
back
pause
here
it there for a
that I've
second.
got
We
a
want to go
review
into
for
one
you
little
guys.
unrelated subject here.
I've got a
He's been talking about his sauces literally like they're just waiting, like the whatever store chain he's conned into putting his sauces out. Up until today's live chat, he was making the sauces sound like they were moving from the distribution center to the stores, and there was going to be some sort of nationwide rollout, some kind of celebration of all Jack is, and they were going to be like, oh, now, folks, here's the Cooking with Jack sauces. Yay! From what Jack said today, the store hasn't even placed their first order.
Yeah.
So his line of bull crap about just I will tell you guys, I'll tell you guys when the sauces are ready, I'll tell you when we do the unveiling, is complete bullshit. They haven't even placed an order yet. They've added him as a vendor to the system, hence his whining about EDI months ago. But there's no sauces, guys. You're not going to be able to buy the sauces in the retail store for weeks. And it's not because they're like setting up some big promotion. They haven't ordered anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, you need lead time for that type of shit, and fulfillment, like the supply chain for how long it takes to get from, get the bottles, get the lids, get the labels, then, get the ingredients for the sauce, and then in the bottle, and then package it, and then send it off and stock the shelves. Like, it's not like it's not like 2-day Amazon Prime shipping. There's a process.
Well, he also said he's waiting for the order. He's waiting for the order to come through, and then they'll manufacture it. So he's got some kind of contract bottler out there that's waiting to fill the order. So none of this is ready. But he makes it sound like I'm going to make an announcement any day, guys. Like, be sure to check your stores because it might be there before I say the announcement. None of that's happening.
No, I think this is like he's hyping it up for views situation. I know some other YouTubers that milk stuff for all that it's worth. I'm thinking mostly of mommy vloggers in my circle of universe of shit posting and all that. But yeah.
Her mommy vlogger fetish is something I just can't get into. Jack is already sad enough, but it's just Jack. Like, I can't imagine him infecting the next generations. Oh, we got a whole bunch. Jake. So Jake raises his own chickens for butchering. Great. Farm raised chickens are always the best in terms of flavor. Farm raised eggs are the best if you can get them fresh. A gym I used to be a membership at, the guy's the coach of the gym, his girlfriend raised chickens, and he would sell fresh laid eggs to the gym members. Everybody always raved about them. German American says he showed the wet brine chicken from last week. He said somebody put a lit cigar on raw chicken. Oh my God, was that disgusting? With the wet brine chicken, I mean, can you imagine how bad it must have smelled in his house to have buttermilk laying out in an open container like that? Like, and then with all the spices dumped in it, it must have smelled like college frat boys had a party in his kitchen and everybody barfed. Like, just that sour milk smell. You know, when you see people do first of all, the wet brining to roast the chicken didn't seem to make any sense. You use the buttermilk culture to soften the meat of the chicken when you're deep frying it. But that's because you're deep frying it. Roasting it doesn't seem to make any sense. But yeah, once again, I like this. I like the subtopic that we've come up with. What is the smell of Jack? What are all the scents, the aromas of Jack?
I don't know. I sat next to somebody when I worked at the ISP more than a couple years ago. This is probably like 15, 20 years now, but it feels like yesterday. He smelled like BO, and he was Jack size. He smelled like BO, like, I don't know, like he just masturbated. I don't know how else to explain it. And also like fried chicken, like all combined. I don't know what that smell would be, but I'm imagining, and maybe like unwashed ass. That would also be, sprinkled in there with Jack. Yeah,
there's definitely an unwashed human body stank.
Well, can you tell the story about the guy that was at your work that time? Like that that couldn't control his like bodily smells?
Yes.
To the viewers at home, give them a visual of what that guy smelled like.
Well, what happened was they brought a guy on who obviously had some social skill issues, but the gentleman that they hired had told us that a few months before he got hired, he had just completed over a year of coming off of bariatric surgery. So he and his wife decided that they needed to lose a tremendous amount of weight. So they went in for bariatric surgery. And when they gave him bariatric surgery, I don't know if there was a medical error or something else happened, but he had some kind of gastrointestinal issues from that. But between the bariatric surgery and the GI surgery that he had, he would tell us that, like, he could have like a cup of broth a day and for like over a year, and he was just coming back to solid food. So I didn't think anything of the story. I'm like, well, that's nice. He looked like the type of person that takes bariatric surgery and that's it. So he had a lot of what looked like sagging skin, if you know what that condition's like. Like, he was obviously 400, maybe 500 pounds, and now he was down to maybe 250, maybe 300. But like, it just looked like the Michelin Man. There were just, it was very sagging skin.
I was gonna say like flesh, like he had a lot of like extra flesh. Okay.
Extra, just like rolls of extra flesh. But a couple weeks after this guy starts working there, word starts coming around the office of, oh my God, have you ever sat near that guy, like during the day? Because I think there's something leaking out of him. And for like 2 weeks, I was like, guys, he has a medical condition. He's had surgery. Yeah, it might be a little unpleasant, but you're definitely exaggerating, because most of the guys I worked with were in their early 20s, not a lot of couth, not a lot of discretion. I'm like, guys, you're being very unprofessional here. We're IT professionals. We should maintain a certain set of office etiquette. And they're like, are you nuts? Have you smelled it? I'm like, guys, I've had lots of relatives who have gone in hospital situations. I've been in the room when humans have passed away, unfortunately. God rest their souls. I know what that smells like. It can't possibly be worse than what a hospital ER or ICU smells like in the middle of the night. Trust me, I've been there. I'm older than you guys. I know what this is like. And then, maybe a day after I made my big speech of understanding and humanism, The guy sitting next to me was, because this was a new hire, the guy sitting next to me had to have the new hire over and go through some type of system administration tasks with him. And I don't know what happened. We heard a small noise, and all of a sudden, there came this living death, rotten meat stench that I was not prepared for. And I had heard that this guy had a reputation. I was not prepared for it. So I was just breathing normally, and I was like, you know when you smell something funny, and then you take a second deeper breath to find out what that was? Oh, God. I literally retched. I heaved in my seat. I couldn't, it was a gag reflex. I couldn't help it. So much that the guy heard me and kind of like immediately waddled off to the bathroom and was like, sorry. And the guy who was training him sitting next to me goes, see, that's what we're talking about. I'm like, I had no idea. I thought you were just being cruel to the new guy. I literally, and from that point on, I would keep that guy like 3 aisles away from me. It was the most repulsive stench you could possibly imagine. Now, take that down by only a factor of 1 or 2, and I imagine that's Jack's smell. Especially if Tammy's making him drink protein shakes. Like, protein powder is disgusting. I don't know if you folks know or have experience with protein powder and protein shakes. Here's what I want you to do. Go to your GNC, go to Walmart, buy a can of protein shake powder, make a shake, and leave it on the counter to get warm for about 3 hours. It has a sour milk, rotting flesh smell to it. It's very sour milk, very vomity. When you finish a protein shake, you want to rinse that cup out immediately. Don't leave that in your gym bag.
Getting back to it, like I said, when I saw this video the first time through, and I watched it a couple times since, but the buttermilk, the powdered buttermilk, the container, the look of it reminded me of Enfemil baby powder, which is what I have 2 kids. I didn't breastfeed. I fed them with powdered formula, and that's exactly what it looked like. And by the way, don't forget
to put a pin in that. We have to talk about Jack's breast milk fetish. He's brought that up in a couple videos lately.
But it also because my kids would always kick bottles under things, and they'd get lost under a couch and something, and you forget about it. And then if you come back you find it 2 days later and smell it, sour milk.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, Jake has to run. Jake, it has been fun, my man. Thank you for joining us. We're going to go on for this for a little bit more. Thank you for joining us. You're always fun. And please keep in touch.
Yes, absolutely. And, it'll be up on some format later on at some point after we edit all the parts out so we don't get another copyright strike. All right, let's get back into it.
Stainless steel set by The Rock. The inside's supposed to be The Rock.
He's talking about what videos are coming up.
But the outside is all stainless steel. For those of you,
we got the knife set video, which is a throwaway video.
So
we got
there's a lot going on. We're trying to finish up.
Yeah, remember when the show was called Cooking with Jack? And he would cook stuff,
and not let's test every fucking gadget under the planet,
or give the portable smoker to our friend to test.
Powder, and,
I'm not sure, Jim. I saw the wet. I don't know,
brine was just
the okie that appeared in our chat a couple weeks ago.
The seasoning didn't penetrate the chicken real well.
Said
you
that
it on the skin.
He has friends that are impersonating him.
The breast meat, the deeper I got on the breast meat,
the icon didn't match the one that was in our chat. So I don't really know what the hell's going on with the okie situation.
Just an experiment. I love doing the show. I love doing experiments.
The Okie situation is fluid because I know Okie from Appalachia, who appears in Jack's live chat, has been accused of being not real.
We're going to use the same seasoning ingredients.
We don't know Okie that well. Okie's been in our live chats a couple of times.
Buttermilk. So we're going to take the dry, put it in here.
We'll have to investigate that.
The same group of ingredients that we used in the wet.
Look at this. It's a can of fucking baby formula. I don't care if it says buttermilk on the front of it. I don't care.
Well, you know what cans of baby formula look like. That's the size and diameter of a can of baby food.
Yep.
of a can of baby formula. Like that looks
There
like
you go.
Similac. That was like an Enfemil container.
We're using the whole thing.
It absolutely does.
So
Turn it back
let's
up.
seal that up.
I mean, it's basically
Out of
milk
the way.
proteins, is what
All
it
right.
is. It's
So
dairy
We're
proteins.
going to start with the oregano and basil.
and some
okay?
nutritional.
Here we go. All the pop
powders.
tops. Ready? Ugh.
Dump, 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 dump. Now he could use
Yep.
a scoop, like he could use a coffee scoop to pull this out of there. He could use a pinch of his fingers. I just don't understand why he feels the need to dump food like this. I don't feel why he needs to dump spices like this.
This is the cilantro lime
Okay.
seasoning that we
Again, I'm going to say this. I get the oregano. I get, the parsley or the red pepper flakes, the paprika, the salt, the pepper. That seems standard by themselves. Why are you adding this lime chipotle bullshit to
we
it
used
too?
in the wet
It just
wine,
seems
so
like let's add
put some of that
everything
in there.
in the
Yes.
spice cabinet
There you
in
go.
here, and you
Look
can't
at
do
the
that.
look at how much he
That's
poured.
not how it works.
Got to do some pepper.
And not only that, but like
We're
that
doing
whole
this.
container is
Dump,
how
dump,
many
dump, 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 dump,
how
dump,
many
dump, dump.
servings
Love me
is in that
black
container.
pepper.
I mean, I didn't see it, and I've
Don't know
never,
why.
I didn't even
Something
know
about
powdered
black pepper
buttermilk
just
was a thing,
makes
quite
flavors
honestly.
pop.
But I'm
Some
pretty sure,
salt.
like, you don't need the
There
whole
we go.
container of that to cover that chicken
No.
either.
Last but not least,
The serving size for that stuff is probably your
Yes,
typical
red pepper
two
flakes.
tablespoons
Yep.
or quarter cup.
didn't taste the red pepper flakes
Maybe
at
half
all
cup.
in the wet brine.
Didn't
We're
have
gonna
to put it
the same
all in
amount
there.
in the dry.
It's quantity over
Yeah.
quality with
See
Jack.
if it
Exactly.
penetrates.
Oh, those are great.
The big
Yeah,
container.
Mega Dog, the pre-ground pepper always wakes us out a little bit. Garbage juice
guys.
doesn't garbage spice.
So the deal is we got to get this all mixed up.
Lots of people like sporty spice. Lots of people like ginger. I was always a fan of garbage spice.
Give me 1 second.
She would color up my
It's
world.
all up.
She was the
Okay, we
the
got it
trailer
all
park
mixed.
one, right?
Yes,
Hands already dirty. Might as well just start applying it onto the chicken.
Like cheese volange.
Okay.
yes.
Oh, like why wouldn't he? Like, oh, okay, but like to me, I think you should rub it maybe into the bird. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
understand
just
this-
supposed to like lay on the top of
There
it
we
like
go.
that, and that
I
seems
don't
like an
understand why sprinkle it. Like
Excessive-
you have
like-
so much of it.
right. Like what he's
No,
doing
man.
now. Okay, that makes sense. But like when you get to
Got a
when he
nice-
flips it over and it's on the breast,
nice
it's just
kinda
like
like a-
laying there on top of it.
Flip it over.
Did he take the giblet bag out
Is
this
it though,
time?
Bosh? Is it?
So this is a dry brine. So I'm gonna leave it uncovered in the fridge.
Yeah,
and
but
dry the meat out a little.
Doesn't
bit
Emmy
too.
Maid make
Maybe
bad
that'll
stuff on
help.
purpose
We're gonna
though?
put
I
it
thought
just
she
like this in
she
the
goes
fridge,
for like
okay?
disgusting stuff.
And we'll
But
see you
she
guys
makes it good.
tomorrow to see
She
if
makes
this
it look
takes a while.
appetizing.
My wife brought up a good point. I was gonna put it in the
You
oven
put the
like
dry
this.
brine
It's such a
under the skin.
goofball.
Okay, that
I've
that
never
could
done a
make
dry
sense.
brine before, and I'm guessing a dry
That chicken
brine is
looks
kinda
like it's covered in a
letting it
pound
sit
of
in its
Parmesan
seasonings
grated
like a dry rub.
cheese.
Wait a minute.
Is what
Wait
it
a
looks
minute.
like.
Wait a
Like
minute.
cheap
I'm wrong.
Parmesan cheese.
What the hell is this? Do you see this where my mouse is right here? This like red
Yep.
splotch? What the fuck is that? I didn't notice
Something
that
he
before.
ripped out of the innards of the chicken.
And there's like weird like stuff. Is he brining the giblets too? Yeah, I love Emmy too. She's got a
I don't
good
know. If I'm wrong,
personality.
somebody tell me. But
She does have
we
some
gotta get rid of
fails,
some of the
but
excess. So we're going to.
don't we all? I guess
Ooh.
not as many as Jack, obviously.
We're gonna put a
but-
pin in that one, Jim.
Once you
We'll
get
we'll
the
have to
chunks
we'll have
out,
to look for the
he's
we'll
been
have to look for the
rubbed in.
former YouTubers in the early
So
days of
he's
Jack
been in it
when
for
he was a
days.
guest at VidCon
So we want
and YouTube kind of paid attention to him as a partner. We'll have to look for those other YouTube celebrities that appeared in the early days of Jack.
The excess, and then
That should be a theme for one of our live chat
Here,
videos.
it'll be clean, ready
Mm-hmm.
to go. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks
Oh
like
look,
now.
the stupid silicone
What
This
the
is
ski
fuck
mat.
taken
is
off,
this? Oh, is that
And
the
we're ready to put it
wing
in the oven.
sticking out over
And you're
here?
figuring your normal oven at 350 it'd be between 50 and.
The
I don't know.
Pink's
I see
hot
two
dog
wings in
video.
the back.
Is that a
Um,
Jack on the
All
go,
you do is
Jim?
measure the
I
thigh
see,
meat. just
I
put
see
your
two
little
wings in the
thermometer
back.
there.
I see the legs,
It's
but what's this
around-
crap
it has to
coming
be at
out of the
least
chicken?
165.
Alien.
Some people like it up as high as 185.
Jesus,
but
it literally looks like the
thermometer
Predator's
your
mouth.
meat.
Like literally,
I
it looks
to
like
take
he's
chicken
cooking the
breast
head
meat
of the
up to
Predator.
170. That's a great
Oh, okay.
level for me. So
All right, we'll look for
we're gonna
that
put this
one.
in the oven right
We'll
now.
put that on
We'll
the
break
list.
it out when the breast meat reaches 170.
Again, we've learned absolutely nothing.
Tammy and I are
Oh
relaxing.
God!
absolutely nothing from the last video because, like I said, for this to cook evenly, you're supposed to tie these two legs together to truss it, and then these wings are supposed to get folded back, like back and behind.
On my computer monitor, because we watched this on our living room TV before, on my computer monitor, you can definitely tell the reddish pinkish hue of the leg that's in the foreground.
Right here.
Yes.
Oh, right here, I mean, sorry.
Yes.
Wrong monitor. But, and then there's like, I don't know what this boogers coming off of here.
Yeah,
but
what?
Like, because he didn't trust these or fold these back, they're all burned, where everybody says if you don't do this they will burn.
Right.
Has he never watched like the Food Network or
And
anything?
we're in our
Like
recliners.
Jesus.
The timer goes off on Google.
Well, no,
says,
remember,
"Oh,
he doesn't
timer's
watch
up."
any other
So,
cooking
5
shows.
minutes
He's
later,
an
I'm
artist
like,
onto
hey,
himself.
didn't our timer just go off?
He
We need to
talks
go check
about
the
taking the
chicken.
tempo. We never see him do
And
it. That's
we
a good
probably
point.
went about a minute longer than we wanted to.
I don't
because we
believe
were
this
on
chicken
longer.
is
another,
done.
which
I don't
makes it cook
care what he
faster.
says.
Understatement
Now
of
that
the
you've heard
year.
my
Oh,
sob
we let the
story,
chicken
you
go
can
a
see it's
minute
little
longer.
crispy.
Uh-huh.
I'm
It
good
looks
with
like
I can eat this.
roadkill.
That's how a leg
You just got a
chars.
few dark spots,
It
but
looks like
I mean,
fucking
it's
roadkill.
It's nice. Plus, we had it in the fridge for more than a day, so it kind of dried out the chicken too. So we're gonna let this rest for about 10 minutes.
Did you catch what he said
Always
there?
let your
Hold
meat-
on. Let me go back like a little bit here. Just listen.
I can eat this. You just got a few dark spots, but I mean, it's nice. Plus, we had it in the fridge for more than a day, so it kind of dried out the chicken too. So we're gonna let this rest for about 10 minutes.
That's not the the
Always
For
food
let
more
your
than
meat
a
rest.
day.
Putting the
What is
brine
more-
on
Rule, I'll
it.
keep
What is more than a day? Is that 2 days, 3 days, 24 hours?
Yeah, he probably
25 hours?
he probably only works 2 days a week at this.
It looks like a napalm corpse. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh man, all right. Let me start it back up.
Keep repeating. 'Cause it's so
it just
important.
it looks
Guaranteed
awful.
juicy meat.
Oh,
Is you ready?
You know, we
Just
we
gonna
make a
dig
lot of
in,
fun
grab
of
a
Tammy
piece and
for
try
not
it
paying
out.
attention to Jack's
I
show.
don't know what
But then
it's
you
gonna
see
taste
these
like.
like chicken videos, and you're like, yeah, if I had to watch him do this constantly, I would tune out of his videos too.
so
even if I lived with him.
what's your theory on him using a fork to dig into the chicken breast? Is it because we made fun of him last week with trying to carve in with the butcher knife? Or what? No, it wasn't a butcher knife. What was it? It was
The cleaver.
the cleaver.
Remember, he took the cleaver and he couldn't cleave.
So he's like, fuck that, I'm not gonna get made fun of again. I'll just grab a fork.
No, remember we found a video. Remember we found a video where they dry-brined a chicken. And the guy used a fork to tear the. Remember, it was a
skin.
Oh,
it
I
was the
told
guy
you.
who had the European travel videos.
Damn it!
The
I
Russian
dry-brined,
videos.
leave it for a
Yeah,
day or
I
so.
know. I
The
wanted
longer
to
you
watch
leave it,
that
it's kinda
today
like dry aging
to
the
show
chicken.
you guys,
Makes
but I
sense.
forgot to
Anyway.
bookmark the channel. Damn it!
Yeah, the video that we're watching now.
Okay.
The video that we're watching now is
You know what?
is somebody else's recipe. That's where he got it from.
Yeah, he stole it from another
I had
YouTube
in my
channel.
head I was gonna come in here and go, oh,
I got it.
it's
His name's
good.
Peter.
It's a little bit better than the wet one.
Check
All
the
right.
private chat.
All right,
Guys,
send it to me.
Listen to me. Stop what you're doing.
He forgot to
A
put
dry
a banner to
brine
hide
is
the food.
100 times better. In this case,
I
don't
completely
know about
forgot,
other
guys.
ones, but
He could have
So,
put the convoy of
case,
hope up,
it's
guys.
100 times better
The blue
than
screen of
that
hope.
one I did
The
in the
blue screen
last
of hope.
video. So,
But yeah,
wet
pause it
brine
here for a
didn't take
second.
very well.
All right, hold on.
The meat.
Okay.
Remember last week when we showed the San Marzano tomato sauce pasta video, and we showed that literally like 12 years ago, Jack was ripping somebody off wholesale, and we said, golly, I wonder if he still does this. Well, guess what, guys? We found a video involving dry-brined chicken produced this year by a YouTube channel called Peter's Food Adventures, and I think we need to let Peter know that somebody's infringing upon his copyright. Because when we show you Peter's Food Adventures dry-brined chicken video, you're going to notice some similarities. Not just in the recipe, not just in the ingredients, although Peter's video is way better. And so his kitchen's way nicer. But Peter also, when he goes to taste it, he tastes a little piece of the breast by using a fork. exactly the way Jack is doing it now, in exactly the same manner, using the same words. So if you think Jack has stopped watching other YouTubers and cribbing ideas, you're wrong. If you think Jack has gone above taking stuff from other content creators, you're wrong. So you can see why Jack is a little itchy trigger finger on that copyright infringement button, because it takes a cheater to know a cheater, doesn't it, Jack?
Oh, two other things I wanted to note in this video. I'm not going to back it up because it's too far
All the way down
beyond it now.
to the
But
bone is
he
sweet.
says
Got that
refrigerator
buttermilk
at one
creaminess
point,
flavor.
and after they pull it out of the oven, he says,
blown
"Is
away by
you
how
ready?"
much it took to the seasoning and
Instead
everything.
Yeah,
of-
Jim. Actually, Pink
So,
Chicken was one of the people who contacted those
maybe-
thumbnail owners.
I don't know. I'm always trying to figure out the best way to flavor meat. So I recommend, I'm going to try another dry brine before
The prayer
I
request
go ahead and smoke something.
banner.
So be looking for that video soon, okay? But this is the way to go right here. This is the winner.
Okay, I'm going to stop it and I'll bring us back up full. Okay. Um,
Oh, looks like the Joker's wild. Joker, Joker. I like the screen.
all right. So do you want me to play the, I'm going rogue here. Play that one that we were talking about? The brine one?
Chorizo.
All right, let me see. Do I have it? Is that it? Nope. Hang on. It didn't copy.
Yeah, I was thinking that screamo music he plays over the drive-thru reviews. I was thinking that's something Jack Jr. recommended to him. I get the feeling that's what Jack Jr. listens to.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Well, he gets chorizo at Chipotle. Remember the Chipotle video, the rip-off recipe he did? He's like, Chipotle.
Dad Boy Callie.
Chorizo. Chorizo.
All right, let me bring up. Okay, so what's this guy's name?
Peter's Food Adventures.
Okay, yeah, his audio is really fucky in this. All right, so I apologize in advance.
Hi there, thanks for watching Peter's Food Adventures. Today, well, I bought some chickens, and I'm going to be smoking the chickens.
Oh, look at this. Pause it for a second.
The chickens, we're going to prepare a brine.
Because he didn't have it on his title card, but look at the title of the video. Chicken brine recipe, wet brine, and dry brine comparison. Because I was like, oh, wait, I thought this was the video where Peter did the dry brine. He did both in this one video. So he compares the wet to the dry in this video. Jack made 2 videos of it.
Yeah, because he has to, get the eyeballs to get the money. All right. I keep clicking the wrong
I'm doing 2
screen.
types
I
of
get
brine, one for
confused.
each chicken. One is a wet brine that requires, soaking it in the brine overnight. The other version is a dry brine.
My Gator is
which
going
also
off, and
requires it to be
I'm
prepped
just.
a day in advance. So this really is a
I
two-day
apologize in
recipe
advance for even
on
saying
how
that.
to smoke, or you can actually just roast it in the oven as well.
He looks like a
Flavor
cuddly
is
bear.
amazing.
He does.
It's tender,
He's a little
comes
berry.
right through, all the way into the chicken.
But look at that kitchen. I swear, this guy's like the anti-Jack. Like...
Okay, so to get started, I've got 4
The wet
liters
brine.
of water.
See,
or
this
a
is
gallon of
how
water.
when I said
Initially, you
like
just
last
need
week
the
when
base
they
of the salt.
Jack did the wet brine. This
That
isn't
is 3/4
kind of what we did when we
a
tried
cup
to
of
make the
salt
turkey the one year for
and
Thanksgiving.
equal
This is
amount of
kind of the
sugar.
brine we went with.
Oh yeah, Alton
If using
Brown swears by the brine turkey. He's done that on Good Eats. When Food Network has Alton Brown on to do the Thanksgiving specials, the live television Food Network Thanksgiving specials they used to do. Alton Brown would be like, "Here guys, here's your chicken, here's your turkey brine."
Some people like to add some chili flakes. I think I'll just put a little bit in. Others add fennel seeds. You can add a lemon if you like. And
Yeah, no, Jim,
I'm
we
just
watched some of this guy's
adding
other videos. This guy's actually out
1
and proud.
carrot,
And good for him.
bit of celery, some garlic, and of course some onions. And that wouldn't be complete without some bay leaves and a clove.
Looks like he has more than one clove in
And
there,
that's
but
it.
whatever.
Now this just has to come to a
It doesn't.
boil,
It's
and it has to completely
eons better
cool
than Jack's
before you
anything.
can put your
So-
chicken.
Well,
or
look
your
at the
turkey
look
in
at the proper amount of
This
spices
smells so
you
good.
need to do in a brine.
and it's fresh.
Just make sure
Salt,
It's all
the salt
fresh
and
shit.
sugar on the
fresh
bottom is
aromatics, but what I'm talking about, the powdered
diluted,
spices
melted into
that Peter
the,
uses here are just perfect little amounts.
water.
A couple tablespoons, a couple teaspoons of stuff.
Good.
He puts like 2 cloves in it. Like it's all just
Make
very
a
small.
dog.
Okay, so
You're
now
all
that's
over it.
cooled in the fridge. The Himalayan
Isn't
salt gives it
cilantro
this
lime
kind of
supposed to be? Isn't that something you would use on
pinky brown
salmon?
color.
Isn't that
Now
really
I'm
for like
straining
salmon
it.
and tuna? Any
Cilantro
kind of like lime
like
or
when I put
citrus
the chicken
powder.
like
in,
something
it's just
like-
cleaner when it comes
like
out.
that
when
guy
it's ready to
that
be
was
cooked.
with Jack Paul, whatever his name was.
All right,
When
so
he
now
makes
we've
his
got the
street
chicken,
tacos. Like that could be a
and that just
seasoning
gets
to
put
flavor the
inside
meat there,
brine.
maybe. I don't know.
Right.
Something
Fill
like
it all
that.
up. And I put it in a pot. Put the lid on. And
Yeah,
now it
with
goes
the
into
artifacting
fridge,
and the digital
ready
confetti,
for
Jim.
tomorrow for the smoking.
And didn't Jack say he now has an M1 Mac? Like, doesn't Jack
no,
now
he's-
have new
Now we're
equipment?
making a
He's ordering
dry
that,
rub
and it's
or
like,
dry brine.
Hey, we have that
you want
salt.
to use a kosher salt.
Yeah, kosher salt's awesome.
is a thicker,
But you bought that. You
coarse
bought David's
salt,
kosher salt. You bought that exact
and
salt.
you're really
Yep.
wanting to
But
be
why?
using about a teaspoon per pound. So
Oh,
this
sorry.
is a 3 pound
excuse me.
or 1.5 kilo.
Is there a small dog growling in your studio? I thought I heard
Now,
something.
if I was making the rest of it from scratch, I would be using.
Are you gonna make my boy
maybe
Josh
2
puke? Because
teaspoons
Josh
of the
almost
black pepper
puked that day
and
with our coworker.
some garlic, and some paprika to kind of make my own. But I'm not doing any of that.
It's kind
I'm
of a small
actually
chicken, but you know.
Using a Cajun seasoning. Sometimes I'll do a chipotle.
See, maybe this is
depending
where
what I'm
Jack
in the
gets
mood
the
for.
idea for the
And
cilantro
really,
lime
I'm
because
just gonna add
he's kind
Oh.
of going rogue a little bit and picking and choosing
Well,
spices
5
here.
teaspoons.
It says add whatever spices you like. So Jack's like, oh fuck, cilantro lime. Here we go. Like,
Oh,
Right.
roughly.
But even with this, the guy that's maybe 6 or 7 teaspoons that the guy's using. He's not dumping the entire
gonna mix that
container
through.
in it.
And
no.
then the bird gets completely rubbed inside and out.
Inside and out.
I'm
You know,
doing it a
Jack
little
didn't
messy.
put his fat hand inside of the bird.
No, watch. This guy does what Jack kind of did, but of course this
matter
guy
of
has 2
rubbing.
young supple hands. Completely
Supple.
ambulatory. I know.
I guess what you didn't see before is I patted the chicken down
We do
with
these
a paper
things on
towel
purpose.
Ugh.
before.
But yeah, this is what you would expect a dry brine
He
to
didn't
look
even
like.
use. Look at he didn't even use
Even
all
it's
of
not
it yet
perfect.
either, and
Right.
it was plenty.
Because he has to use
You
some on
wanna
the
rub it
inside.
inside and out.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. He,
Look, I don't think
he
this
didn't do that yet.
version
But
of
again,
brining
this
works
is what a
as
proper
well as
dry
a wet
brine is
brine.
supposed to
But the
be. This
theory
is what
behind
Jack
it is
doesn't
all the
understand.
No, this is the
Jack
wet one.
will be expelled.
Right,
he
isn't
put
it?
the wet one in already. No,
Expelled
no,
by
he put the
the
Oh,
wet one
okay.
in
Yeah,
already.
you're right. I'm sorry.
And then
My
it'll
bad.
be gradually reabsorbed.
Because he
while
immersed
you leave
it.
in
Like again,
overnight.
if Jack was going to do the wet brine properly, Jack
that
would have
true? Is
immersed
that
the
not? See,
chicken
the
in the
kosher
buttermilk,
salt, it's
not just dumped
thicker.
it on there.
chunkier pieces, so it's not
Yeah,
as
like
fine.
when we were accusing him of releasing videos the
And
same
even the
exact day and the
inside.
same exact time as Babish, who he's like, I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who Babish is. I don't watch him.
And
Yeah,
that's
okay,
it. So
Jack,
now
whatever.
this just
We were
gets
wondering
covered in
that
back wrap,
ourselves,
and I'm gonna put it in the
German
fridge
American.
overnight. Has to be in
Yeah,
the
I
fridge.
think he
Please
did.
not leave it
I
on the
think
counter.
he totally did. He didn't show it really well, but I think he did.
No, I think he wasn't expecting it. Again, Jack ripped this guy's video off. Jack ripped Peter's videos off.
But
Jack took this guy's one video, turned it into 2 videos
yeah,
to
but
do the wet brine
Okay,
versus
so-
the dry brine.
The
But
wet brine is done.
see, here's
That's
where
been
the-
soaking
you listen to the
for
the audio.
a good probably 18 to 20 hours
It's
now.
overmodulated.
It's fucking
and the-
overmodulated. It's awful. Hang on, let me turn it down. I don't think that's gonna help it, but whatever.
Yeah, there's the
Dry
Cajun.
brine.
There's the Cajun seasoning.
Is
That
here.
must be what
That's
Jack
already
interpreted as a cilantro
seasoned and
lime.
ready to go. I'm just gonna tie that up.
But see,
and
this
I'll
is the
show you how
part
to
where
do that
this is
in
the
a
part
sec.
that Jack
You don't
missed.
have to tie
This
this.
this
up,
is
just
Jack
when you do
being
tie it up, it
lazy,
just
and it
presents
con-
a
and
lot
it coming
nicer
back
if
to
you're
bite
serving.
him.
Sometimes when I am lazy, I don't tie it up. It just does look a bit sloppy, but we're gonna tie it up today.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yes, I did. I did hear that. But see, he did end up tying it up. That's how it's supposed to look right there.
Right.
Now my brine
That's
is
what
a
I'm
bit
talking
pinky
about.
brown in color. It's because I used a Himalayan salt, and as you would have seen, I made it almost like a soup with all the flavors of the onions and the garlic. Just to find you get a really nice flavor than a plain brine of just water and a bunch of dried peppercorns.
If you watch Jack enough, you will get triggered by something. Whatever your trigger is,
Yeah,
Jack will
he's
hit
offensive to all senses, all stereotypes, all
So same thing,
it. Racially,
ethnicities,
ethnically,
tucked in
culinary,
religiously.
health and safety.
Yep.
If you got a trigger, Jack will hit it. He
Yes.
pushes all the buttons. He plays it like a church organ.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I'm actually gonna
See, this is the part that Jack saw, and he's like, I'm not going to do that. Do I have to do that? And then he heard the guy mention that, oh, if you're really lazy, you don't really have to tie the bird.
And he was like, bingo, here we go.
Not tying the bird. Look at how much more attractive
juicy.
these are than Jack's birds.
I poke this.
This guy,
That's the color it's supposed to look.
So the same.
I mean, maybe the seasoning's a little heavy, but that's
right, the moment of truth.
essentially what it's
Here we
supposed to
are
look like.
trying the dry brine.
All right,
look.
thank you, Jim. Thank you for joining us.
It's
Thanks,
so
Jim.
good. How can you go wrong?
I know we're almost up to 2 hours.
Yeah, I
Don't
know.
we get
but
kicked off StreamYard or something for
I
that?
would not give it back.
I don't know. We'll
There's
find
another
out,
one
I
with the wet
guess.
brine.
But yeah, Mega Dog, look exactly where the meat came from
Okay.
that Jack pulled off with his fork.
Oh, so good. Okay.
So good.
The wet brine.
I wish he would fix his audio. That's my only complaint. But yeah,
Yeah.
he'll find
the
it.
wet brine is
He'll figure it out.
juicier. There's more moisture in the meat.
Oh, sorry, I'm covering the chicken like Jack is. Like Jack is usually doing.
Get that blue screen of hope out of there.
The inside flavor.
But yeah, when did this video come out? Hover over it.
Oh, hang on, I'm
juicier.
full screen.
Much,
I want
much
to bet you
juicier.
this video came out about 4 months ago.
Hang on. Last year.
Last year.
August.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
the winner would be the wet brine. If you have no time or you don't want to fuss with it, do the
All
dry.
right, I can't with the audio. Oh,
Right.
it's unfortunate, but he knows what he's doing. Bottom line.
And to be honest, we didn't really look for it because we didn't think anybody in their right mind would try to dry brine a chicken. But YouTube suggested that. We were doing our research watches of Jack's wet versus dry brine video, and that video got recommended to us, and we're like, holy shit, guess where Jack ripped his recipe off from?
Yep. I think let's end it. We'll watch the A Smoke portable smoker review because
We can save that one.
you want to save it.
Yeah,
You
we'll
wanna end
do
it
that
now?
on the next episode.
Okay.
We'll wrap up now. We're not going to... Don't hit the end button. But I think we
didn't
only have
know.
like 3 minutes left on this. 'Cause
Okay.
I remember there being a hard cutoff before. But yeah, guys, so we're, Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man has now been reinvigorated with holy purpose because Jack decided to copyright strike us, not knowing who we are or what our capabilities are. So if you guys catch wind of anything, just be aware that, from a practical standpoint, we will be removing the live stream episode 2 video, but it's going to go back up in a different form, in a censored form, but it'll be there.
It'll be
And
entertaining for you guys to see that, I think.
We're probably going
Knowing-
to swap around some of our other videos so that he can't hit us for it because we're not dumb like he is. We know how to properly defend ourselves. And this video, like we said, we're going to take this video down, edit it, and pop it back up. So you will not miss anything. For anybody who couldn't be there with us and is hearing this on a recorded line, we love you too. Thanks for checking out Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
And we'll pray for our haters,
Yes, we pray for our trolls and haters, just like Jack does. But we actually do that. But yeah, if you guys have not liked and subscribed to us on the YouTube channel, please be aware that Jack has made notice of us. We are in Jack's target sites. We are in Jack's crosshairs. So if you're hearing this, please make sure you like our videos, subscribe, engage with us on it, so that if YouTube ever comes after us at Jack's behest, we can basically say no. We're a legitimate YouTube channel, just like you. We're not playing a prank on anybody. We have other content. We basically have to be prepared to defend ourselves because Jack knows who we are, obviously, even though he says he never heard of us, and he's coming for us.
Just having some fun with the graphics. Oh, and
Hey, Michael, Mikey B. Thanks for joining us late.
But
that it's really bad. Jack, do you listen to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man podcast? No, I don't. I've never heard of it.
Never heard of us. Never
Never heard of us, but somehow we have a copyright strike. Okay, then. Sure.
Right.
Anyway. But thank you for joining us, one and all, even though some of you left early and some of you joined late.
We love you all.
We love you all. We're going to dab on the haters. And
we will not be
Jack.
stopped by we will not be stopped by the Scalfani organization. We're going to plow on. We're going to continue. We're going to live on.
We're going to plow
Today,
on like
we celebrate
Tammy with her gym
our
trainer.
Independence Day. Sorry.
Yep.
Whenever I can work in Bill Pullman, I'm going to work in Bill Pullman.
There you go. All right. We got 10 seconds left, so adios and see you next week.
Check us next week for
Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
All right.
Good night, folks.
We're out.